that's what most guys do. Like there's a video that was trending last week whereby a guy bought expensive alcohol and poured it on a girl, and the girl enjoyed.
It's always the case, bro. I'm gonna make an example.
So I'm asking, is it something that now we use as a tool to attract girls, and are girls now attracted by guys who have money to buy alcohol?
Not
Kasringa's podcast. I'm back.
Sponsored by.
I'm back.
Sponsored by.
Another one.
Sponsored.
Man, I'm gonna mention amagama. But don't mention company names. We are not sponsored. We would love to be sponsored.
It's sponsored.
Not now though.
I remember how I used to be a eKasi rapper.
Sure.
I remember how I used to love eKasi rap.
I was a producer. Sakhumbule bengishaya amabhidi.
Big Zalabandia.
I was dope. I was producing beats.
Sure.
Bengenzani? I was benkrampa.
What's that?
I was in the dance crew.
Yeah.
I was in the dance crew. CB's plates.
What do you mean was that? What did you do?
I don't know.
Can't
What
do
did you do?
The most part of my life I spent it in Venda, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
How is it like growing up in the rural areas?
We don't even have to bring the topic, bro. Come on. Come on.
How is it like growing up in the rural areas?
It's liberating, bro.
Liberating?
It's liberating.
What do you mean?
In a sense of, I feel the most pressure when I'm here than when I'm in Venda.
Pressure?
Yeah.
What sort?
Societal pressure, materialistic pressure, obviously, of attaining. But when you're in Venda, bro, you're just free, You're free, bro. You don't even care about much.
But don't you think that's also relevant to any other native language?
Is this based on language now?
No, I'm just saying, because you're saying when you're Venda.
When I'm in Venda.
Oh, when you are in Venda.
Yes,
all right.
when I'm in Venda.
Yeah, so growing up eKasi mfethu, you experience quite a lot of things, like like you said, the pressure. But I don't get guys who get pressure for alcohol, buying expensive alcohol. Like, what do women find attractive about expensive alcohol?
I feel like amajita abayenza riding, bro. Are people okay? I will say it from
all right, your experience.
From my experience.
Experience.
Mostly are insecure, bro.
Who's insecure?
Insecurities, bro.
Who's insecure?
A person who's willing to spend that much money to impress the people around him. Someone who grew up insecure to a point where he feels that I need a sense of belonging, Which is the truth, though. You do it because you want to please people. When I'm only one your color, bro. As some end up killing themselves, you get it.
Suicide.
Suicide.
You can't impress anymore.
Hey, bro, imagine utole that stalker, bro. A beautiful woman that you never ever in your life imagined that you would date this person. Because obviously she's there for what you have, right? And then obviously, bro, life is effed up, bro. Life, you confirm in life, Life happens to you, bro. You don't choose. Sometimes you don't choose. It happens to you.
Yeah.
And it happens that whatever little that you had, it's no longer there, bro. Do you get it?
So
obvious.
So are you saying our young people, our young girls are attracted by expensive alcohol?
By what you have.
Alcohol. Let's talk about alcohol. Let's talk about the groove. My question is, like, we spoke about pressure.
Sure.
And then, obviously, most of the pressure that's happening in eKasi, it's for boys to have money.
Sure.
But the first thing that you can do your own research, your own survey, whatever that you want to do,
okay,
just to get these facts.
Sure.
If you can go around and ask young boys, what's the first thing are they going to do once they have money? Mina ngifuna abantwana. Mina isitoko so basigcwele, so it's that mentality esinayo. You go to a Natal, like I'm Zulu, I know a lot of guys in Natal, how they grow up.
Sure.
When they're not more into women too much, but they are more into fashion. And
Fabiani.
They are more, Fabiani, and they are more into cars.
Sure.
So has that mentality affected the progress of black people, especially in eKasi? Do you think, especially for a Groovist, like I just don't understand how we grew up seeing older people getting drunk. That thing to us as children, we never liked it. It's disgusting for us. Ukuthi ubona umuntu omdala ophuzile, you don't like it. You have that mentality when I grow up, I don't want to be like that person.
Wow.
But eventually you grow up and you embrace the fact that, you know, holding that bottle, you embrace it, you just love it. So I just want to understand that from eKasi ukuthi maybe how have you shifted from that mentality growing up?
I mean, I don't think we as like a young person who's growing, when he's seeing someone who's drunk, I don't think there's a development of hate there. I think there's a development of wanting to be that person. Like, I think I've seen this with me when I was growing up.
So there's a microphone.
Uzothola ukuthi mhlambe for example ne asithi maybe ngitshontshe nyana bo mabhiyanyana la endlini. You understand, or ngitshontshe ibhiya then yavanyo ishara namajita. For example, what will I do there? Obviously ibhiya wana izingtawe.
Yeah.
You understand, but ngizokwenzani mengiqeda la? Ngizova ngathi ngidaki.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uyayibona that thing? Uyayibona that thing? That mimic. So I don't think ukuthi it's a thing ukuthi it's hate. In fact, it's a thing of ngayibeka kanjani?
The examples is what they see.
Yeah.
You mimic what you see.
I don't think you guys I don't think any of you guys is wrong, because it's also based on perspective. You get it? How you viewed it, that's how you saw it. You saw, okay, this is not what I'm motivated by. This is not what I'm motivated by. Do you get it? Now you see, okay, maybe I see it as a motivation to me, or something that I can mimic. So I don't think any of you guys are wrong, because it's also based on perspective and experience.
How is it a motivation?
No, that's what you're saying. That kids get motivated, or they end up mimicking. They drink alcohol just to imitate their adult.
It's not a motivation, bro. How do you define it?
Okay.
I think into show Yolanda is saying, and this is my point now. I'm saying, if you grew up around gorillas, you mimic gorillas.
You become one, yeah.
Yeah.
You adapt to the environment.
And sometimes it can reach to a point where you're not even aware that you're actually a human being, not a gorilla.
Yeah.
I hope you understand.
I do. But what if, and like, what am I trying to say?
No, I understand what Stoesh meant, and Stoesh is right. I think Nami, I also did what he did. Like you
mimic.
Yeah, you mimic them. You love.
That's being weak.
But again, no,
That's
it's not being
weak.
weak. It's being a child.
It's being weak.
Being a child. You don't understand. It's being a child.
weak.
Listen to me.
It's lacking discipline.
No, I'm a child.
It's lacking discipline.
It's a child. A child thinks like a child. A child thinks like a child. The only way this is
Why are we
this
embracing?
Is where
Why are we embracing? A child acts as a child, yes.
Yes.
But are those kids who were like, nah, this is not what I'm interested in?
No, you need to be taught. You need to be told. You need
You
to
need
be guided.
I grew up as an independent kid, bro.
But you followed your mom's rules.
No, I followed, but obviously the house rules.
Exactly.
But in terms of behavior, bro, I disagree.
So
bro.
are you telling me, Uguti, they never told you Uguti drinking is wrong?
My parents
Smoking is
never. You know.
Where did you learn that it was wrong? At school?
that smoking was wrong?
Yeah, smoking, drinking.
I grew up as an open-minded person. Let me just put it
Open-minded,
that way.
all right.
Yeah.
Were you given the opportunity to be open-minded, or were you?
I was given the opportunity
All
to be
right, all
open-minded.
right. It's different from black
Like, yeah,
cultures.
no, my parents were not there. Bro.
Yeah,
Were
I
not
think-
there to.
I think Umchita he was given the opportunity because of it's different from a person who would grow up namachita eKasi. You understand? It's different. If values are isolated, it's
Yeah.
easy to make decisions. Peer pressure in simple way. It's easy not get peer pressure if
But okay, my question was, do girls get impressed? Do you, okay, maybe because girls cannot speak for themselves, but do you as a guy feel you are impressing girls, or maybe you feel
Good.
yeah, maybe you feel good or you feel like that girl is going to be attracted to you by spending money on more alcohols. So is alcohol a force of, to use it as a force of attraction? Yeah, force of attraction.
Well,
Yeah,
Zoom and I.
from girls.
I have an experience. With
No, I'm
Zoom.
asking because of that's what most guys do. Like there's a video that was trending last week whereby a guy bought expensive alcohol and poured it on a
It's
girl,
always
and
the
the girl
case.
enjoyed.
It's always the case, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah,
make an
yeah,
example.
yeah. So I'm asking, Nguti, is it something that now we use as a tool to attract girls, and are girls now attracted by guys who have money to buy alcohol?
Not entirely, but it's always mostly.
Mostly is the case.
yeah.
But why do you then go to the groove? What's the first thing that you do? Tell me. This is you on a Saturday. You wake up, ne? You're planning no stoish, or you're planning with any of your friends, ne? And then obviously you have girls on your mind. I want you to maybe take me through a day in your life on a Saturday, whereby you are planning for that Saturday on an event. It can be an event, it can be a club.
Okay, before
And
I
then
respond to
you want to attract girls. Tell me, how are you gonna plan, or you're gonna go about?
Before I respond
Yeah.
to you, I want to ask, where is this question coming from? In what perspective is it coming from?
I'm asking because I'm seeing our society, they normalized, or they indulging so much in alcohol, and it has become so normal that our young people have been affected. And Mina, I beg to differ, Mfethu. I beg to differ because I'm not saying alcohol is wrong. People shouldn't drink. People shouldn't go out. People shouldn't have fun. I'm not saying that. I cannot decide for people. I have my own opinion. I cannot say that. I cannot say that. I cannot say that. People
So you're not
use
saying alcohol is wrong?
people use substances to make themselves happy. It can be drugs. It can be whatsoever that they use. But man, people will do whatever to be happy.
But
Yeah, but my question is now,
Sure.
I want you to answer this question. This is Upatu planning a Saturday. And at the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, you are stock. So what are the things that you will take with to attract those young girls or those ladies at that event as a guy?
I don't want to expose myself. I don't.
No, it's just a general
I
question,
don't
man.
plan in the groove, bro. I don't plan. It just happens.
No, I'm asking in terms of the psychological part.
Psychological part.
Yeah, psychological
I don't
part.
even think too much about it. I just go.
But
I'm
there are
just going
things
out
that
to
a
have
guy
fun.
does to attract girls. Like you can buy 24. You can buy 24 and carry two cool box.
Sure.
Maybe that makes you cool.
I haven't reached that level.
Maybe
So
it makes
I
you
don't-
cool.
I don't
Maybe
know
you
to
can buy a
explain it.
bottle of Hennessy,
I've never-
carry a cool box this side, carry a Hennessy this side.
Sure.
Maybe that makes you cool.
I've never been to that level. I've never
Splash.
reached
Maybe
that
do you
level in my
have you
life.
ever experienced that pressure? Maybe have you do you know?
Maybe let's ask you, how do you attract girls? When you go to
Without going, do you go to?
I have a wife, man.
okay.
Okay,
fine.
prior.
But maybe do you guys understand my question?
Now I do understand your
understand my
question.
question?
I understand your
Because a
question.
lot of guys are planning, go to, yo, so Connie stock. And then you feel inferior once you see guys, let's be honest, guys. This is happening in
That's the
Ogas.
truth, bro.
You feel inferior. And then girls follow guys who have more alcohol than alcohol.
Obvious.
And then girls will follow guys, they will go when
Is it-
not because of maybe they don't
It's
find
a-
you attractive. You
Sure.
might be attractive.
It's a status symbol,
It's
bro.
exactly that's
It's a status
status
symbol.
But my question is, have we come to a point where have we reached a point where now alcohol has now is that maybe source in abantu besifazane?
Not entirely. I'm not gonna say that. Not entirely. Or what do I mean by this? Right. Obviously, most gents do that. You know, bazothenga or Hennessy, whatever it is, to impress the ladies. Or bottle. But some gents are like, okay, I'm just gonna go out with my friends, just to enjoy ourselves. Do you get it? So I wouldn't say I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen. I won't say it happens. So I'm just in between, bro. I don't wanna lie to you. But it happens. It doesn't happen. I don't know.
So we can ask umuntu makathu uyaphuma uya egroove
Sure.
uphumela ukwenza
To have fun.
fun ngani?
To have fun, to have
Fun
experience
ngani?
with different people.
Mina if I go to a Groove City, I wanna have fun kule ya machine leya.
Sure,
Go around.
sure.
When I'm out grooving, what uyini fun yakho lapha?
All right.
ufuna ukwenza ifana ube kubhodlela
Yes,
la
yeah,
ekhanda.
Zuma, Zuma.
What do you mean Zuma should answer it, bro? You also
Zuma should answer. Zuma should answer.
What do you mean Zuma should answer? But as if I'm a Groovist ngaleyo ndlela. No, man.
Also Groovist.
No, I think what Utsegi is saying is correct. I mean, whatever that he's asking, he's actually the answer. You know, for alcohol has become a symbol of attraction to girls. Apart from other things, you can mention many other things. Materialistic things. Zningi, your cars, your what.
But before they see it, they will see you first at the club. Ne? You are inside the club. They don't know that you have a car.
I think him at the groove because of Slidi Ganji.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
There's no car.
Yes, yes. Yes. The first thing.
The thing you go to, I'm going to buy alcohol. It's a symbol of money.
Yes.
Yes. Symbol of power.
Yes.
Symbol
Power.
Of you
Power,
understand?
guys. Yeah.
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 Why power?
And
Okay, no, okay, not
power is
power.
right. Power is right. It's correct.
No,
You are correct by
You're
saying power.
no, Uti, yes.
You are saying by power.
Why power?
By saying power, I think you know when someone feels they have power, they feel like they can do anything.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Okay.
they feel like anything. You're like uzizwa ngathi yonke into ungayenza, like the impossibles zingenzeka. Like obviously, if you buy 24,
You
need
can,
to.
you can even get a girl.
You can get a
crush,
girl easily.
Or we
Easily.
We can even mention. I think there's
Easily.
a story called Asisho. Nah, but let's leave it.
But as Foucault uthini? Foucault he was a philosopher. Uthe, where there's power, there's resistance. So where's the resistance then when it comes to yonke lento and so
Not every
Michel
chick.
Foucault.
The resistance is not every chick is there for.
Yeah.
That is the resistance.
That is the
Yeah.
resistance.
Is it
It's
internal
discipline.
resistance
It's
or
discipline.
external?
It's discipline.
He philosopher.
Yeah,
He was speaking about the power. Mostly, my studies work is about the power now.
The thing is, a grooving, bro, there are different personalities and characteristics.
All right.
Do you
Yeah.
get it? Not every gent went there for chicks. Omonyo hame nek cherry yake, bro. Just to have fun with my chick. Do you get it?
Maybe let's first define what a groovist is. Can you
A
simplify
groovist-
it for me?
A groovist is someone, I don't know. This is based on
Simplify
my
it for me,
perspective.
Stosh.
This is based on my perspective.
Yeah.
A groovist is someone who enjoys partying,
Partying.
who
Okay.
goes out a lot, who
Goes
loves
out a
booze,
lot.
who loves
Booze.
drinking,
Drinking.
enjoying themselves. I think that is a groovist.
Let's hope Google algorithms they take that and make a definition up. Then by credit.
What is a groovist, bro? Can you Google who has the data?
No, it's
doesn't
not
exist.
there. It's
Doesn't exist.
It's a slang word, yeah.
Oh, it's a
But
slang.
they're introducing it every time.
Yeah, I would put it that way, bro.
All right.
Don't
Stosh,
talk
do you
about-
have maybe an understanding of what you agree with now? All right. So, but let's talk about a psychological part of a guy, the mental, how a man thinks as soon as maybe you play now game COVID. Mostly, Stosh, we used to party together.
Sure.
Mostly it's
So you repented.
yeah.
So you
You-
repented.
yeah, I've repented.
You're born again. a Christian.
Mostly it's
You're born again.
oh,
Christian.
amfana sobamba isitoko masesifika lapha.
Sure.
That is always the case with guys. That's the easiest way of getting laid on that day.
Ah.
That is the easiest way of getting laid on that day. So if you feel Uguti, you wanna get laid, the easiest way to get laid on a Saturday is to go out on a club, impress a girl with
So is that
alcohol,
Not, sure.
and then definitely you'll get some.
Is that not dehumanizing women now? Is that not dehumanizing women? If your intention is I'm gonna get it drunk, I'm gonna get it drunk, and then from there we'll be able to have sexual intercourse. So is that how you see women now?
No, I can answer you outside. I can answer you
But
outside
that's
the
the truth,
podcast.
though.
No,
That's
no,
how it is.
Mamela. But here's the thing. We need to define any woman. Umuntu is a woman.
Demonize.
Is what is it? A
Demonizing.
womanizer.
demonizing a woman.
Dehumanizing.
Yeah, then you should
You're
define
making
Yeah,
a
maybe
woman
explain.
less of a human being.
So by going, so the man into show with by going to
I'm
a club.
talking about
Mamela ngidefine na ubuzozithola useJIV. The man athi going to a club, picking up a girl, and then abu umuntu wakho. Is
For that moment.
yeah.
Because you have intentions, obviously.
That is that is being a womanizer.
Your intention is for
I
you
didn't ask.
that I want to spend this month. I didn't say you a womanizer. I'm saying you're dehumanizing her. You're
Or
making her-
dehumanizing.
Exactly.
dehumanize.
Oh, I thought he said
Less
Less
womanize.
value. Less value.
Exactly.
No, but for let's be honest. ne?
That is dehumanizing. Kanjani?
No.
She's no longer-
It's
Who
a- it's a wrong-
Kusho
it's a wrong
yena.
way. No, it's a wrong way. Okay,
what was
Nzoyilungisa. I'm talking about a random guy oyemnandini khona manje ukuthi the one thing that you are looking forward to is finding a new person emnandini. That's always a fact about guys who are single, or even if you are in a relationship and you want to get laid on that day. Obviously, the hopes it can be a hope. You can lean on your hope. Okay? Sometimes the expectations, sometimes you're just looking forward to it. You understand? But the chances, the greater chances of you getting late, greater chances. The greater chances of you getting late on that particular day is for you to go out in a club.
Sure.
So obviously you'll find someone who also hapuma now and then you can do what you do. But that's the mentality that most guys have. So totally store, so totally store. That's the mentality that we guys have. eKasi.
Now I get it. Understand. That's the truth.
Yeah,
It's
don't
really
get
the
me into
truth.
trouble.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get you.
Don't
in
cut
trouble.
it.
But if that's the intention, then you can cut it.
Cut it.
If that's
Cut
the
it,
intention, bro, the intention is okay. I'm gonna go out.
But do you think as black people we can shift from that mentality? Because we've seen how alcohol affects us. Let's be honest, guys. I think it's now time that we speak facts about alcohol. Let's not ignore it. Let's not ignore the fact that we see how we misuse money.
Sure.
Because the fact is, you might have a budget for a month, and then when you get there, you get overexcited. So what are you gonna do when you're excited? You wanna spend more.
Sure.
Yeah, but so you are way over your budget. You
You
understand?
Yeah. I
So you are way over your budget.
Nice.
Yeah. You are way over your budget now, and we've seen how it has affected our youth.
Yeah.
We've seen how people are so happy there, and we cannot deprive them that joy. We don't want to deprive them,
Not most of
but
them.
we
are
also want responsible young people.
happy. Not all of them are happy.
When they get there,
Well, somebody can say happiness is subjective.
Not all of them are happy.
What do you mean happy?
no, when I mean what I mean when they are happy is that the main reason why
Yeah, what do you
Not
mean?
main, not
Mawuthi
main.
umuntu ujabulile, what do you
ujabulile, it
mean?
means ukuthi he's doing something outside, not his character, but just the moods changes.
Ayo.
Yeah, the mood changes when we are there in that
Wena,
environment.
wena.
Stash, maybe can you say ukuthi
The honest truth. The honest truth, bro. To be honest with you, bro.
wasn't so big even
Alcohol has become more powerful than the actual human being.
That's the thing. You
Even in
know someone said to
politics-
me,
Let me finish this statement. Even in politics, they use alcohol to lure voters.
Yeah?
yeah, they
How?
did that. They did that on the local
To host
elections.
parties.
They
A
did
local
that.
municipality to host a party. bro.
Oh.
They did that on the local.
You get it? ANC Youth League break in Cape Town. You don't know. bro.
Bab 10.
Yo. Youth League. Bro. Puma, bro. So they use alcohol as a
Don't you
weapon.
guys see that we are
It's
a
done-
step
done-
we actually a step behind by now, because remember there's this thing now ukuthi there's this thing ama-Groovistas angayo ukuthi bumnandi buqala from Thursday.
Sure.
And then it's Friday and then it's Saturday.
And then Mkhodi Monday.
understand.
There's Mkhodi Monday.
Mkhodi Monday, what does it mean?
Mkhodi Monday is when people drink on Monday.
So that's what it means.
Yeah, Mkhodu Monday.
Oh.
And then Tuesday kuna.
No, I thought because Mkhodi Monday it
we
means
go to work.
Monday takes longer than actually
The
other
thing
days.
is, we are living in a society or in the world where people are constantly trying to escape reality.
Exactly.
So
I agree.
We are trying by all means,
if
bro.
if that is the case, people are trying to escape reality.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because we're living in a
Depressed.
society or the system that suppresses people.
Depressed.
If you say you're employed, for sure you're suppressed.
If you're
employed,
Yeah.
you're suppressed
by
by the system. That
what
you work
system?
for.
What do you mean?
By the
What do you
system
mean?
that you work
Elaborate.
for. The actual system that you
Elaborate.
work for suppresses you, bro.
Elaborate.
Immediately when you sign a contract,
Yeah.
that means you're saying that I'm signing my death sentence.
Elaborate,
I'm
sir,
going
please.
to lose the sense of self to accommodate you based on your company.
You
cultures.
agreed.
You agreed by signing. You sold your soul, bro.
You know what my
demand-
problem is?
Hence,
Demand
you are
has a
No,
careful.
I
Has
understand
the-
what it means.
there's a
We've
team
talked
demand.
about this last time. I understand what you mean. You know what my problem is, ne? My problem is people. I like the point when you say people now are running away from the reality. We are a depressed generation. We all know that. We all know that. There's a lot of pressure, especially for guys. There's a lot of pressure for us to make it, for us to graduate, for us to have cars, for us to now. You understand? We have that pressure that is stuck up, especially since we've graduated. Now you feel I should be working. So we've set a time limits for ourselves. And then things are not happening. And the guys who are our friends who are working, and then they are living this lifestyle, and then that's where it's coming from. How has alcohol now become indaba yokuthi manje I should feel pressure when I cannot afford alcohol, I cannot buy certain brands of alcohol. You understand? Because we need to deal with the depth yalentolena before we can even go any further. Because the minute I start, there's a friend of mine, yabona mangaspan ngizobabonisa. Is that person working for? Is that person working to survive? Is that person working to maybe as Pili say Pili impilo yakajabula, or is that person will be working to impress the society? Because the minute what that person is gonna do firstly, ne, uzosebenza, uzothenga imoto, that's debt, and then debt is good because obviously you cannot save for a car 200,000 for how long will it take for you to save for a car 200,000? It's gonna take longer than
2 years.
No, for how much will you be saving?
10,000 a month.
10,000, it's 120 a year, and then it's 240 a year. Okay, it's fine. 2 years. If you'll be earning 15, if that's
25.
That's let's say 25.
If also you don't have a responsibility,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
most of
yeah,
the
which
case
is unlikely. Which is
9,000.
Yeah, which is unlikely. Yeah, which is unlikely. So what I mean is, obviously, you'll make bad financial decisions. Those bad financial decisions will come from a lot of debt that you'll be taking, so that you want to improve your life. Firstly, by obviously there's places where you now feel like I'm wearing this certain brand of clothes, and I want to drive this brand of car, and I want to impress my friends.
That's
because
enslavement.
it's not enslavement. It's the generation we are in, man. You have to understand
The
that.
generation of enslavement.
Yeah, I can't say enslavement. I don't know
It's
there's a
enslavement.
lack of a better word for it. But
Do you have a choice though?
you do have a choice.
Can you wake up tomorrow and say I don't want to go to work?
Biggie is not drinking. It
I'm
doesn't have
asking
the
you.
predator. No.
Biggie works.
Wangifaka,
He's
ningangifaki.
working. Can you wake up on Monday and spend the entire week without even notifying your boss and say I'm not going to work?
No, you can't.
You're a slave.
No, you missed the point. What I was saying is, eKasi intwana mayikhula, the minute they get that job, the minute that graduate gets that job, let's be honest, uzochomela abanye.
Obvious.
He will want to prove a point. You understand?
Mina here's the thing engiyibona ngakhona this whole conversation. It's like njengoba ngishilo, if ukhula ehlathini with gorillas, you're gonna end up now thinking we are a gorilla. So what I'm saying by this, if intwana ikhule eKasi and he's seeing ama-hot man drive amaphulo, phihliza amabhodlela, phethe abantwana, he also
He's
wants
gonna
to say,
want that
"Ayi,
lifestyle, yeah."
nami ngifuna ukufana nale hot man le." The hot mans abagrand, abapusha impilo, ama-property and stuff. All these nice big things.
Why singahaleli zona?
Lebo bantu labo, there's a thing.
not
Abekho
exposed
elokishini.
to.
Abablow
They're not
eKasi.
there.
But no, when
No,
I
my
think-
man.
yeah, I understand.
Baze eKasi ngama-weekends.
Thank you.
Baze
Baze
ngabantwana.
eKasi in one weekend, ngama-holiday, ngama-Christmas, to show these kids ukuthi intwana ngiphila life isiyo. So
Not to improve, ne?
not to improve.
Alright.
So intwana mazikhula
That's
zibona
a
bobani? Zibona laba
Sibona
phihliza
laba
amabhodlela.
it makes sense.
So now they
It
wanna
makes sense.
become,
Yeah.
and now it's a generational thing. Yeah, so look,
Yeah, yeah,
it's the
it's true.
same thing, but
It's
now
true.
it's taking different forms because of
Yeah, it's
Siakol.
true.
We
It's true.
are a sad generation because the foundation was not
Hey,
strong
Biggs, we
enough.
begin. We begin. Do
are
you
a
think we
sad
lack a generation of fathers, especially in young black people? Do we lack a
Uh,
generation of mentors?
We do. Because most of the time our fathers are working, bro. They're not there to guide us. Do you get it? We do.
Many time alam beliza guy one. Liphethe lekipa lekeeping as like bra. Keeper is like when is keep esine caller.
Sure.
It's Tandy bra.
Ah, man.
Because bekugisa
They
sona
were being
ngenkani.
attacked, no.
Yebo, he came once baka umageza, so he came only once. Da chiki intwana ya nasi skipper asigoce ngeplastic emnyama yabona lo spy like
Screws.
as no blo. Spy creek lo. But we like okay, it's time. Yebo. Wenza into ayenzayo according to the best ability yakhe. And you obvious ezinye izinto you have
But
to
mentorship.
Akekho.
Do we need that?
Shy takes lo muntu lo.
We do.
Do we need that? Do we need people that we can look up to?
Everybody needs a mentor.
100%.
No, yeah, but do we need okay? Your point was we are growing up in a society where the only things that we see is the people that are living a lavish life, what we call a lavish lifestyle, as eKasi, in Petamantwana, Petupus, Pilo, Fangamapolo. So we are surrounded by those people.
Mental enslavement, yeah.
Yeah, we're surrounded by those people. I'll make an example of how I changed. Ne? There's a guy, Kamala Kusimpiwe. That guy, ne?
Ipili as the next door yomfundisi.
Yeah, that guy, he Bekapila one.
Sure.
He lived a different lifestyle from eKasi. He bores almost everyone by Poreg. Yeah, but
That's me, bro.
because umuntu ophila kanje, you feel ukuthi hayi man, this guy yini azongifundisa yona. Mina ngifuna into that will excite.
Something that you will
yeah, something exactly, something you
Obvious.
understand. So when he was mentoring me at that time, at the first time he attempted, I did not give him a chance.
Mentor you in what
Yeah,
thing?
meaning Guti, I don't know what he saw in me.
Sure.
I don't know what he saw in me, but he felt like he needed to mentor me. Ne? Mentor
Mentor
me in
you,
yeah,
yeah.
in terms of how I should now live my life. You understand? Guidance. He taught me stuff. You understand? He taught me stuff, and those stuff I see them today. Even today, ne? That guy, I've never seen umuntu ohlakaniphe ngale ndlela. Is very informative, and yeah. Noma ngakhula kanjani kangakanani, but that guy, I still respect him even today. So he bekahlala azivalele, and then the people that I will see around are people that even if ngifuna ukuthenga beer, it's not someone who's gonna judge me. Unlike him, who'd say, "Ntwana mo buy beer when." That thing's also covered. I don't want to hear those stuff. I wanted to hear things like, ntwana uthole vale beer, man, 10 rand lapha kwachapi, you know, something like that. People will encourage what I'm doing if it's right. You understand? So from him, I wasn't getting that. He was living the most disciplined life. He studied what he studied, and at that time, I did not know what I wanted to do with my life, and I just finished school and bengazi ukuthi ngifuna ukwenzani ngempilo yami.
Sure.
So when I decided to change, when bema sengihlala naye, ufakile izinto lapha kimi, wasifaka izinto lapha kimi, and it started to make sense. I understand. And then ngaqala ke ukuhlala naye, I started to see things differently now. So
Such
imagine
as?
I was one out of how many guys abaseKasi? You understand?
Such as?
There's a lot to it. Principles, for example, integrity, respect, a way of life. I think he gave me information that has set me free forever, like education, for example. Yeah, like education. Like I said, I did not know what I wanted to do with my life.
Sure.
You understand? You know, when you're just out of school and then go to pass matric, you don't know. You don't really know.
Let me ask
70%
them.
I
of
applied
the population
in almost all the varsities, ne? And then I was taken to 2 varsities. I didn't go to any of them because I find out I'm not interested in those things the more I researched about it. And remember at that time, technology was not information, but we did not use Google as much as we do today. So he guided me, man. He guided me, especially when I started working. Ngasho ukuthi ungenza indoda. He became a father, a brother that I needed, someone that could maybe akhiphe lebumnandi ebengifuna to I turn it to a more disciplined life. I think ibhlungu that process. You know that process is not nice because you also wanna enjoy like other people are enjoying. You also wanna. Yeah. Most of them, I think they are. I think he influenced me. He influenced me a lot, and he made it. He has many properties. No, I can't. I didn't.
Have you made him? Have you made him?
No, I didn't. I didn't really show a token of
I
appreciation,
think-
but
I
I
think-
am appreciating him.
I think it's huge for you to
do
say
that.
it face to face to him,
Yeah.
to acknowledge the fact that he had an
Yeah.
impact in your life.
No, it's just that now that I'm talking about it, I now realize how much he has influenced me. You understand? And the friends that you have, I mean, I had friends abafundayo.
Sure.
I think that's also an influence. I had friends abagelezayo, and then you are looking at what am I doing with my life? I never had friends who would encourage alcohol to say, madoda, asiphuze. My friends, we besiphuza occasionally. You know, those friends esiphuza occasionally. Mawuzophuza ngoJanuary, you'll be surprised. Utsekise ngaphuza ngoJanuary. Uyabona.
We turn up in
So
one,
it's
you know.
you are who you hang around with. So the influence that you get, it's determined by the crowd or by the people that are surrounding
I
you.
tend to often disagree with that.
All right.
Because, I acknowledge different characteristics. Yes, I often said I don't want to hang around these people. But there's a lot that you can learn from other people. You can learn the bad side of yourself as a person, which you need to work on it. Because life is not perfect, bro. If you just want to hang around positive people all the time, when do you tap in your negative side? You get it? So this is gotta be, I don't know how to put it. But I don't believe this. This is my personal perspective.
Microphone.
This is my personal perspective. That's how I view things. Do you get it? But kudos to that guy that mentored you, bro. At least he brought something that ended up being a good thing to the community. Do you get it? That's a good thing.
I wonder for me, when it comes to this thing, a mentorship, for me, it has to be super practical. It needs to have an input-output process
Lead by example.
where you teach something, this thing, and then these are the outputs. For an example, if I want to teach hygiene, I say to you, Geza 5 times a day.
Sure.
You want to teach what?
Hygiene.
Oh,
for
hygiene.
example, Geza 5 times a day.
Sure.
Wherever you want to improve your health, trainer every day, Monday to Friday.
Sure.
So if you mentor, that is mentorship. You want to start a business. Ungavele uqale uthi amoyenza business plan. Or let me teach you how to write a business plan. Let me teach you the money process. Imali yini. And you can find it even nale ncwadi lena. What is it? The Richest Man in Babylon. That guy is speaking about how to understand imali ngakhona. So if you want to learn about money, you don't go to a doctor to learn about money. You go to an expert yalonto leyo. So we need to have multiple mentors where you know go to law, nyamaz, when it comes to wealth, blind.
No, I think that's the best
Mentor.
education, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah,
best.
and
best
it is not wrong to have multiple. I know people say, Melube, you are. No, you can have 5, 10, Joe, who teach you in so many things. Neighbor?
So that's where I find the system of education in terms of varsity especially rigged, bro. You're
Yeah.
told programming by someone who hasn't even developed a software, bro. Don't even know how to develop
Yeah.
a software. But your lecture, bro.
Do you
just
think
teaching
that is the case when it comes to programming?
It is the case in all the modules at varsity, bro. You'll be taught by someone who's a statistician, who's only an academic.
To push
They
your
don't-
push
they
your
don't know-
academic.
They
yeah.
don't know the experience
practical
of it,
part of
the
it, yeah.
practical part of it. But our lectures are supposed to be our mentors. In other words, you get it. But they're not that, bro. They're just teaching.
Yeah.
So it
They are
like
waking.
motivation. Bro, I've never been bored in my life, bro. Since I went to varsity, varsity is boring, bro.
Yeah.
Varsity is
Yeah.
boring, boring.
I wanna
boring.
agree. I wanna agree with what Peggy said now in terms of mentorship, ne?
Sure.
You see, I had friends, bas tsinenkereke, ne? Normally a church would dispute that to say you shouldn't hang around with such people, not church, but you know the Bible would dispute that. I also have friends.
Dispute what?
dispute the fact that you're not supposed to hang around with people who are unbelievers.
What?
You cannot be yoked with unbelievers.
Oh,
Even
Yeah,
the Quran
unbelievers.
says so.
Yes.
Even the Quran says so.
Yes.
wow.
It does.
Wait,
It's haram.
quote us, my brother.
I'll speak about that.
Yes. So I have friends like that who are unbelievers. I also have friends who are adults. Most of my friends are adult friends.
Sure.
And I have colleagues that I hang around with. So I obviously ngihlala nabantu aba different and I learn everything from them.
Sure.
And I always told my pastor, Guti, you know what, Nina, you are teaching me spiritual things, but my friends, every time, it's always information after information. So I've been growing like that. You understand? That's how I've grown. That's how I grew, and that's how I became the person I am today. Because of, I never allowed myself to be limited. You understand? I planned yonke indawo. You understand? So I think that's where mentorship also comes from. Is to you always want to learn. You're always seeking.
Sure.
You understand? It's never enough. So if you come to a point where you feel like I'm enough, that's when it's never enough. In fact, you always want to know. You always want to learn new experiences.
Sure.
Those finales.
So which doors do we knock if we need motivation or mentorship?
It's the right people, man. You need to be around the right people. Definitely, the right people will connect you to
How do
other
you know
right
the
people.
right people, bro? Like,
No, like ufuna ukuthi you break it down so simple that into one is eKasi.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
able to say ufuna le hot money mentor.
It's just that Begza. I'll make an example now. When
Hey, make example ngami.
yes. No, not just when, just generally. It needs people who abanotando. For you, mentorship idinga abantu abanotando. If I want to impact what I have to ey'ntwana lezi ey'ncane, it means what I have to do a follow up, or like there's this thing I wanted to do, ne?
Which is what
which
teachers are
is which
supposed
is
to be.
lacking the patience. We're lacking patience, most
Which
of us.
is what teachers are supposed to be.
Yeah, you are correct by saying that.
Teachers are supposed to
But
be
there's
like-
another thing that I wanted to do, and I
Sure.
think I had this program that I wanted to do that focuses mainly on drug addicts.
Okay.
Ne? So what it did is the vision of it was to say restoring the dignity of young people into the community, because the most rejected people are Nyaupe people, even though but clean munch, but the community doesn't trust them.
Yeah, don't
So-
say no people.
Yeah, the drug addict people. So that was the vision that I had. But you lack patience, you lack tando. If you don't have that, you can't reach out to people. So mentors are people that should be able to reach out to other people and be patient with them. As much as we seem to have a patient game, people should be patient to other people.
As much as I'm not a religious person, but when it comes to religion, that love part that
Yeah.
you're preaching,
Yeah.
I think religion teaches it very well.
Okay.
And people misunderstand that part.
All right.
That religion is about love.
High five.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
People misunderstand because
Yeah.
people are in religion for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Mali,
Yeah.
you know. But once we promote religion, although I'm not,
Imoshakele.
I want to be free.
Imoshakele, you are right.
Once you promote religion,
You're right. Imoshakele.
umntwana ekhaya umama Sunday by esontweni, brother, that teaches discipline, bro. It's not about to say I believe in God or I don't believe in God, but it also instills discipline.
One way of
One way or
of
another, bro.
instilling.
Because you're growing up with guidance.
Yeah.
You know,
Bring the
we
microphone.
don't need. We as mentors are needed.
Yeah.
But church on itself is a mentor. Is a
Yeah,
mentorship.
it is, it
Do you
is,
get it?
it is, it is.
So I think for us to uplift ourselves in a black community, we need to have good religion. Not those old pastor bafuna imali, brother, that
We do.
preach-
We do.
no fake pastors. We need a religion that is very disciplined, that will say, okay, we're here to build. We're not
Yeah.
here to destroy. We're here to instill love
do.
We
and
need
peace
sandals.
amongst
We
our
do.
society.
We
do
do.
you get it?
We do.
Then we will be good, bro. Now I feel that's what when it comes to religion, that part of love and respect and stuff, that's the part that I
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah. I
But the
appreciate-
rest, I'll be like,
I
Yeah,
appreciate.
you know, you are right. We do need a mentor. It's-
So mentorship builds strong churches with people who are credible. Leaders
but
who are
here's
credible.
the thing. Here's the thing. If we have a church
Sure.
then why can't we have multiple disciplines within that church to say, laba badila, Pastor Banban, who deals with wealth. He can mentor our kids with wealth. We have Ulowe sports. He can teach
we
kids to
undermine the
martial
power.
arts. He can
Sure.
he can teach kids how to
That's what we need.
self-defense.
That's what we need.
We also evolving. I think most churches have focused more on the spiritual side of yonke into yenza
Not
la
working.
inside. Yeah. So,
It's not working.
but yeah,
It's
but
not working.
what's not working?
The spiritual side.
That's what I'm saying. Which we do. That's the mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying we do evolve. Like today, there was this thing that was happening in this other church, where the pastors and the people who graduated were wearing their graduation gown,
Sure.
to encourage those who haven't graduated, and they've invited people to talk to them about
It's undermining
persistency.
them.
No, it's not
them.
undermining.
You're wearing gowns.
It's
How
it's
does
not
it? Aye, bruh. There are
not
people
wedding,
insecure.
not wedding, graduation
No,
gown.
graduation.
Yeah.
There are people who feel insecure.
Take it how you want to take it, but if some people feel inspired, like if you could take a picture of people wearing wedding gowns, graduation gowns, and then you post it on Facebook, you'll see black excellence. But imagine if it's happening at church, to remove that thing, go to churches about abasebenzi and their dormants, whatever stigma that's there. But
get it.
okay, the main purpose of it is to encourage young people within the church, and then they bring people to inspire them, to talk to them, to encourage them, those who are in universities, to say, guys, continue, persist, it's possible. Do you understand? They also bring people, like different people, to talk about careers, because we also need people from church, because
Are you doing that?
abantu,
Are you doing
I'm
that in
telling
your
you, it
church?
was happening today.
At your church.
Not at my church, at this other church, a
Do you
friend of mine.
do charity things?
We did, but we stopped. We stopped COVID
What?
and we haven't went
So
back.
you haven't went back.
Yeah.
Okay, I might sound
Okay, can I?
Let me just finish. I might sound like I don't know. No, I'm not favoring any religion or whatever. I'm not promoting it. I've been studying the Islam religion. I've been studying it for quite some time now. And the one thing that I've realized, bro, how impactful they are in society than the actual pastors that we believe in, that most black people follow. Bruh, I just wish that every person in the townships was Muslim, bro. Those are one discipline, no chwala, those are bro. Bruh. Like no chwala was bro. I'm telling you, bro. I wish every corner had a mosque than a church. That's what I wish. I'm not a Muslim, but because of the discipline and the principle that Islam teaches to the society, bruh, Islam is very impactful, bro. So I mean, I see the results, bro. I see the results, bro. But when it comes to Christianity, bro, the person just wants to enrich themselves. Okay, collect, tithe, collect. Next week is on a driver G-Wagon. Next time we'll go my red button. Low vetting. Hey, bro, it's effed up, bro. It's fucked up, bro. So I feel like the biggest lie in our society that misled people is religion, particularly the bogus Christianity churches. I'm not taking Obolutere.
Yeah, he says bogus.
All traditional. I'm not saying all traditional churches. You see those traditional churches. You see traditional churches, or Catholic, or Roman Catholic, or Luther. Those ones I exclude them from what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But this youth.
No. What you are saying, it's a false information. It's what you see from the outside, and you are correct by saying that. I mean,
but he did say,
yeah,
bogus.
Yeah.
He didn't say all Christians.
I know.
Says laba be fake.
Yeah, okay.
So unless you're
fake. But let me correct that thing, Bafu. You spoke about discipline, how Christianity can impact the communities around where their churches are based.
Religion.
Yeah, I don't want to use religion, man,
I
because
didn't
it's
say
what.
Christianity.
You mentioned the religion, yeah. But Christianity has always been doing that. It's just that it lost the mandate. But that is the actual mandate. That's the actual mandate. And if you are a Christian and you're not doing that, everything else that you are doing it can be right. It boosts your spiritual life.
But if your pastor
but
says
if you're not
don't hang
impacting,
around people who are this certain type, what
no,
are they
not
preaching?
pastor is saying that. I'm saying the Bible says that. So
Mara, you said your
correct to-
pastor said so. You
No,
were
no,
like,
no, no, no. I
you
said
told
the
your
Bible.
friend,
Did I not say the Bible?
No, you said your pastor said so. You were like, my
Listen,
friends are
Mamela.
informative.
Then what is the mandate? Then what is the mandate? Leokulmanga, if your Bible says that. What is the mandate that you're saying Christians lost?
Oh, I'm saying the Christians should reach out to the communities. That's the first man.
But the Bible is against that.
What is against that? Ideologic. It's your
It's against.
a relationship. The difference, Dwesh. When you are in a relationship, yeah, it's in terms of a relationship. Being yoked. What's yoked? Being
Relax, some guy chance explain.
yeah. Relationship.
I understand much logic.
Ring a microphone in.
Because we are saying when Pastor Wakute,
Not my pastor. Yeah.
ubani.
The Bible says, "Don't be yoked with unbelievers." So when it says that,
So how are you going to influence them? If you what is the way to
relation?
yoke?
Okay, yeah, relation.
So how are you going to influence them if you're not
When
associated with them?
how do you
Then
how do you
then what do you
how do you
why do you
draw
involve logic
how
in
do
that?
you draw people close to what you where you want them to be, except if you follow them exactly and accept not before the relationship, but how do you then draw close? Okay, when I said the mandate, let me first answer the question in mandate. Let me first answer the question in mandate. The mandate of Christianity is to reach out into communities. That's the instruction.
Not just to pray, ne?
Not just to pray. To pray is for yourself.
Okay.
To reach out and do what?
To reach out to communities, know the affairs as a communities.
Sure.
Should he, like, if our church is based as Ngobile, we should know the affairs as Ngobile because we are part of that community. It's a community-based church.
Is that in the Bible?
It is in the Bible. It's a strict instruction to say, go out in the world, preach out the gospel. That's why Christianity is the most, I think, strongest, not even strong, popular religion, because we did the mandate to preach the gospel everywhere in the world.
You preach, but you don't practice.
Never mind that, because it's difficult to say that because you are judging us based on the people that are surrounding you and based on what you see on TV.
Which says a lot.
It does.
If I'm surrounded by such,
if that's
bro,
what you want to perceive.
and within my surrounding, there's no that positive.
It does if that's what you want to perceive.
Bro.
I'll make an example. I'll always make this. I'll always
not
make this
religious.
example.
I'm not ridiculing
I'll
you.
always make this
Don't feel
example.
sick. I'm
We
not-
watch media a lot. We
Sure.
watch TV a lot. We watch movies a
Sure.
lot. From how you see Muslims from media,
Sure.
how will you perceive them? Nigerians, Muslims, Congolans, Muslims,
From media.
DRC Muslims. How do we perceive them?
How do I perceive?
Yeah, how do you perceive them?
In what sense?
In what sense? It means, would you say, I like that religion, seeing Boko Haram, seeing what they do in DRC, seeing...
But the Boko Haram, they are not Muslims.
That's what, but you last time I told they are Muslims, but their acts.
What I meant is that we don't know inside their hearts if they believe in God and have submitted to God.
But they call themselves Muslims.
Yeah, at the same time, Hitler called himself a Christian, and what did he do to the Jews?
Hey, bro.
But that's the thing.
I'm not
If
gonna
if
disagree
your neighbor is
with
calling
that.
themselves a Christian, but they act,
I don't want to.
it's the same.
Yeah, that's why.
What a moment. Don't cut it. Yes, bro. But the sound is very low, though.
No, it's fine on my side, guys. Yeah,
But
considering
as I was trying to conclude, bro, not every religion is perfect. I'm not saying Islam is perfect. Don't feel insecure, bro. I'm not a religious. I'm not a religious person, as I said, right? But I do see the good deeds and acknowledge them. Do you get it? So weighing Christianity is dominating in our society, black society. Yo, Bryce, dominating, bro. But what I've realized, bro, they're only building mega churches without any contribution to society. You know, they don't even care, bruh. The group,
No, but for the podcast,
a group
you
of
can't
mothers,
do- yeah.
a group of mothers who come from church on a Sunday will move past a Nyaupes, bro. They'll just move past. Kasi Nyaupe. Hey, bro. You come from church, bro. What have you learned? Like, to be honest, bro, I feel hurt, bro. I feel hurt. I'm not a religious person. But then I don't believe in religion because of such people. You get it? We are so trained. I can about it over here. Okay. I'm going to use the man. I'm taking the snake or a banana and apple. Instead of ridiculing them, bro. You from church.
Hey.
Well, how does that build society, bro? How does that build society? And so I'm saying, I wish every society, black society, or every black person in a society was Muslim. I think it would have made things better. I'm not saying it would have been perfect, but things would have been a little better because what they preach, they practice, bro. And they're fighting against things that they know destroy society. Christianity, is Monday, back to it, bro. You drink. Hey, bro, I'm telling you the facts here. You drink. It's weekend, it's hour, bro. Sunday, you're so great. You become serious. How is that building society?
By the way, in Islam, when you drink, you become impure for like 40 days.
So that means for 40 days you need to stop drinking?
No, it means your salah, meaning your prayer, won't be accepted
won't be
for
accepted
for 40 days.
Yeah.
It's a good, it promotes discipline.
It promotes
It
discipline.
promotes discipline. Hence I'm saying, bro, I don't wish to be a Muslim. I wish that in our society every corner had a mosque.
Instead of a pub.
Instead of a pub, bro. Because this pub thing, bro. So Nina, it's your duty as Muslims. This is opportunity to make sure that in Chumayelo, bro. I know I don't know your traditions or your principles. But in Chumayelo,
and to be honest with you, bro, we're not Muslims. Islam here in South Africa, like it's not people are not well informed about Islam, and it's so surprising of how powerful and how informative.
I love the
And
discipline part.
I
love the principle part, bro. I want the discipline part.
Yeah.
Go to Azadville now, bro. Go to Azadville. That's why we're mosque. Like, it's a tradition to them, bro.
Yeah.
We lack culture and tradition
But
and foundation in our society.
But futhi, I think if it in Shaban it's the misconception that you have about the Islam. You know, there are people who still think a mosque we pray to Itechu.
Yeah.
It's LO, bro.
Yeah. Even now. There's somebody who's thinking stage in his mind. Ufuna ukubona idragon. So
That's being
mosque.
That's being ignorant, bro.
Yeah.
But the
We live in such
footy, it's not. I don't fully blame them. I also blame us, Tina, Muslims.
You guys don't make them aware.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like how Indian people are doing in Azadville.
Yes.
They
So
build
there's no culture.
their own community.
There's no culture, bro. So it's your responsibility as black Muslims who come from the township. It's your bait now to say, whatever the word is, to say, I'm holding this thing, I'm going to pass it on to the younger people that are following me, bro.
Yeah.
It's your duty. Guys, if you want to say, I think, Ninani, you have more power than I do, than a politician does, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
Islam has more power than a politician does, because a politician, they don't care about you. They just care about votes. Do you guys care about votes? Do you care about numbers of the church? Today the mosque has this
I don't mean to brag, but you see, it's when I'm fit, Islam fit is trying, right, in the black communities. Yes, people.
It's trying a donation.
Yes,
Donations are enough. We acknowledge. But we want awareness.
How many?
Yeah.
How many? I don't want to compare, but how many other religions are doing that?
As I said, they're
are
limited.
looking out for black
They're limited.
communities.
They're limited.
You understand?
They're limited. During Ramadan, I see, bro. Yo, bruh.
No, people know. Abantu bayazi but me Ramadan kuyadliwa. That's the mentality of
Because
black
you don't
people.
make them aware. Black people, I don't blame them. You guys don't make them aware, bro. You just wearing that, what do you call that thing?
Kurta.
A kurta. And the people like, India. You know,
Microphone.
make them aware, bro. If Islam has to be taught as Gela, than Christianity, let it be, bro. Let's create an Islam society. You see that the number of alcoholism that you see in our society will be limited.
So you're saying in the topic that you guys were speaking
Sure.
about, mainly about the mentorship.
Sure.
You're saying with Islam can contribute,
Big time.
can be the main mentor.
Yeah, the main mentor.
And we know, Tina, as Muslims, Islam is the way of life. That's why you see the discipline. Islam, I've never seen a religion that is so practical.
Yeah.
Very practical.
Islam teaches you how to eat. Do people know that?
Yeah. Teaches you how to
As I
pass.
said,
How to bath.
the culture and the principle, bro, of Islam teaches discipline, bro.
Yeah.
So Tina, not Mina, Nina guys, as Muslims who are initiated, who have the experience, it's your responsibility to make our society aware. Now I'm telling you, bro, in 10 years, 5 years, in 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, this spots, pubs that you see, valleys, what. It's okay. I'm telling, because those guys care about money, bro. Hey, bro, to them it's really, hey, bro, you know that there are people who go to valleys because to them, I don't want to say religion,
Yeah.
but to them it's become church, bro. It's become a place of liberation.
Do you know
a
what
place of safety?
Do you
a place
know?
of-
Do you know, Guti? I've once experienced this.
Sure.
In such places, do you know sometimes they even play church songs?
They do and people will be
So that
singing,
confirms
people
with
are
that idea
drinking.
to
You
say
get it?
the pubs have become churches.
Go to a club then.
But let us be fair to
Sure.
other religions and say we won't judge the religions by the actions of the followers.
Yeah.
We can only judge a religion by the disciplines or
A follower is an
the
influencer.
ethics or the values that it has.
A follower is an
Yeah.
influencer.
Because a follower is
me,
imperfect. A follower
A
can
follower,
be
exactly, I get it.
Yeah.
But a follower is an influencer. For me to believe in your religion or to believe in Christianity, I need to be influenced by what I see. I can't just go, Bible, bro. I have to be influenced by people who are doing good deeds. Who say, I read the Bible. This is what the Bible says. You get it?
Yeah.
Then you get influenced. So, I disagree with what you say. Partly, though, not
yeah,
inside.
yeah.
Do you get
Totally agree. Yeah.
No, it is true. It's true. It's true. I mean, the person who was given, who this revelation was given to, he passed on this religion through actions.
Yeah.
Which is what we need in our society.
Practicality.
We need that, guys. If it's haram to drink alcohol, preach it to society.
And make examples.
Make it an example, bro.
Guti, this is how they affect you.
There's a black family, you know, eKasi.
Don't call.
Don't call.
Okay, I don't know the name. But there's a house in my society that are strong Muslim believers, bro. Ubona umntwana khona phethe iBible ibhodlela never.
Where?
Estradeni sakini ekhoneni la.
Oh.
Bra, very very strong, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Ngeke ubone umntwana izokhula mangeke
Yeah.
uzibone izinto zidlala isoccer zizibekele endlini. Eningene vets enicede imatric manje. Discipline, bra. It forces discipline. So that's what we need in our society, and I'm pleading with you guys that go back to our society. I know maybe you're trying to run away from our society, but it's our responsibility. No one is going to save us than ourselves, bro. I know one, bro.
Any
We
last
can wait-
words, Mr.
We
Wesh?
can wait for the government. We can be too reliant on the government who doesn't
Yeah.
even care about us. They don't even give a shit about us, bro. They just need our votes and that's it.
Yeah.
And they lie to you that free education for what? What is it worth, bro? What is
Free
it worth?
mahala.
What is it worth? If it's free education.
It's worth a
Our kids
polo.
are dropping out, bro, by huge numbers. Why? Because not working for the society. Intwana ibalekele inyawo nje, bro. There's something that triggered him to do that. You know, because the system is failing them. The system is failing black people and black kids. They need, I don't want to say saviors, but they need guidance. They need people who will take them out of the pit, bro. Because that's where we're thin. From the level of education, from primary, high school, until even university is worse, bro.
A wise man,
painful
a wise man. I don't want to mention this time. Mention names this time. But the wise man once said, instead of criticizing or wanting to cancel, let's say maybe this podcast was against certain people or what.
Sure.
Instead of trying to cancel this podcast and criticize it, okay, it's fine, you can criticize it, but cancel it or no. Instead of doing that, why don't you bring the person, mold that person, guide that person?
I think I know about it.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
I know.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
I know Kibali.
Hey,
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people will know the person that
Yeah.
I'm talking about. It's just
Yeah.
that I don't want to.
Just
mention
that
him.
you are If you know the content, if you know, you know.
I know. So now I'm one of those people, ne, and I get to a kind of they. I don't want to say use the word ridicule, bro. They always I don't know, bro. How do you say it? I don't know. They ridicule. Like for instance, I'll be, hey, bro. Now I'm one person who's concerned, bro. Especially when I see a fellow person feeling bad. I would think as Basel or whatever. I feel sad too, bro. I feel very, very sad.
When apart from Mfetu, I think Mfetu, your empathy, bruh, I think it's more than the religious people of it.
Which is true.
I'm not saying about, but even us, maybe Muslims.
Sure.
Some of us, we don't have in fact, that empathy that you have. A religious in fact, has made people to be so judgmental
Very,
and forget to put in what is their duty as the people who are now aware,
Yeah.
you know, or enlightened. You understand?
Hence we have the spirit of
Sivaleni
Ubuntu.
bafethu mele sivaleni.
So yeah.
Ubuntu,
Any
guys.
last words bafethu
Ubuntu.
before sivala?
My last word is Singabantu, bro. We are human beings. We are living beings. We're still becoming, right? Not everyone has the shit together. Everyone is living to attain or to get where they want to be, right? So in that sense, I'm saying, help your fellow brother and sister, bro. Don't just look up, don't just look down upon the person. If you are that person who affords something or is a pair of shoes, doesn't have to be expensive. Mr. Price is 150, bro. Just go buy those pair of shoes you buy in Twana. It's a eKasi. Now it's a here are the takes, bro.
Yeah.
If you come across a kid who doesn't have a t-shirt, who's wearing a torn t-shirt, bro, it means they can't afford. I'm not saying don't spoil yourself, but please, just a little that you have, bro. 50 rand, 20 rand. This thrifting. Go thrift, I give thrift tell him to skip, bro. But that's what I'm gonna preach, bro. That asibe abantu, bro. Asibe nobuntu, asibe nozwelo. You know, siphilisana njengabantu. The status is something that was created. The level of status and classism, it was created for a reason, for profit, for people to get richer and richer and richer. Once you see yourself in a level of privilege, don't think that it's the end of it, you know. Help your brother.
That's wrong. Stwish.
Apart from it, you've said a lot. You've said a lot. I think that will be that
I'll be
for
that.
me now.
Kasiringa's podcast.
Yeah.
Tsiki wena ufuna unama last words siyayivala le ndaba. Siyayivala. All right. Plus uwile, plus uwile. Kasiringa's podcast, Bafet, if you like the episode and you still want more, please like and subscribe and comment. Sizobonana futhi Kasiringa's podcast. Shapa moya.
Danko.